If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell icon to get the latest updates.
So yesterday after the class, I was going through a couple of things. I just wanted to check those details.
Yes.
Okay, so we were discussing about this sender profile yesterday, right?
Yes.
Nothing going. Okay, in the sender profile, is there any chance that we can give the sender profile? So currently, we do have like these kind of mini profiles, right? When we're creating a profile, can we pass the from name or the email address dynamically using personalization strings, because like they would come from the email or whatever it is? Can we pass it like that, or else it has to be the standard all the time?
Sender profile, yeah, you can dynamically pass that. But that is not a, see, that is actually custom sender profiles which we create, or I should say that comes with a separate license, that functionality.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It comes with a license, but it's possible, right?
Yes, it is
Okay,
possible. But I haven't tried. So that is called dynamic sender profile. So if you purchase SAP, yeah, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, like we have SAP actually. That's called sender authentication profile, right? In sender authentication profile, I think we yeah. So I was just trying to understand how we can create that kind of profile, and can you provide me more details about what SAP is and all that?
So normally you will have to create a sender profile. You will pass the string to pull that sender profile. Okay.
Okay.
You will have to create a sender profile into the account.
Sorry, can you please repeat? Your voice is breaking.
So as we create normal sender profiles, that time, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible now.
Okay. So as we create normal sender profile, in that case also we have to create the same sender profile, but we can call it via some strings, like you said, dynamically.
Okay.
But the configuration
just like
has
adding
like
is it the way that okay.
I will give you an example, not today, but maybe in the next class, because I have to also check that if it works into our demo account or not. But I think it works with SAP, and I have actually worked on that once or twice. But I will try to see if I can provide you a good example of that, but in next class, okay?
Okay, thank you very much. And one more small thing I wanted. This in this email studio, we discussed about sender profiles, delivery profiles, send classification. I do have an idea. So I was having this different thresholds subject to header validation. Are these important that I need to know, or else these are just optional features?
About A/B testing.
No, I'm sharing my screen. I'm sharing my screen if you can see.
No, I cannot see. Can you reshare one time more? I can't see that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see my name and your phone number written.
I'm sharing it now.
I can see your phone number, my name written. I think you must have shared another screen, or you have to minimize.
So here I was talking about, I was going through sender profiles, you covered all of them. Delivery profiles you called, like sender classifications I do have understanding. So I was just thinking if these are the things which I need to know, or else are these like
okay, these are not important, but let me go you through. If so, see email. Go to that. We saw sender deliveries and classification. Email optional features. Go. So now If you require double opt-in means it is a feature in list whenever any record is created in a list, subscriber list. Whenever a record is created, so a double opt-in email is sent to confirm their identity. This is a feature in a list. So if you enable this feature, then you will see a double opt-in option enabled into a list. So now try to enable it and go and create a list. You will be asked to create a double opt-in configuration. What is double opt-in? Whenever a record gets created into a list, automatically a triggered email is sent, a double opt-in email is sent. Until and unless that subscriber clicks and verifies his email, his status remains unsubscribed. But if he has double opted in, then his status will change to active. But this will
Oh,
work, I
okay.
think. This will work, I think, when we have configured SAP. But no worries, let's
Okay.
try to create. You understood?
Okay.
So whenever you
So
go and sign up,
basically, whenever we add in subscriber to the when we add the subscriber to the list, basically, usually it will be added to all subscribers by default, even before we send an email. But
right.
it will not be having subscribed status. It will be added, but it will be unsubscribed. Once and
Right.
if we are doing this double opt-in, automatically an email
Email
will
is
go to
sent.
the customer,
Right.
and once
Asking him to confirm
he
his
sees
identity.
or he opts,
Yeah.
okay, only then it's gonna get subscribed.
Right. Now try to explore that option as we have discussed. It's better to explore that. Create any list. We will be asked to create an email which you want to include in double opt-in. There is a double opt-in link uh, as well. So this feature is used when you are actually taking signups because you want your customers to confirm their sign up, right? But
Yeah.
we build custom double opt-in features in data extension because list is not scalable. In a list, you cannot have
Okay.
more than 5 lakh records. In a normal list, not all subscriber list, in a normal list, you cannot have a more than 5 lakh subscriber. So this feature is hardly used. We create the same sort of feature using data extensions, but we have to write some code, M script and all.
Okay, I got you. Okay, then yeah, I understand what you're saying. It's okay.
Yeah. Then HTML paste, like you want to support HTML paste email templates or not.
Yeah,
These all are the settings
this
which
is
are, yeah, text only.
okay.
Set, yeah. What is send throttling? Send throttling is an important feature when for IP warm up. So we saw in delivery profile we had IPs, right? So
Yes.
whenever you get a new IP, it is not pre-warmed up. Like what is IP warm up? IP warm up is a concept in which when you suppose when you get a new IP, the email clients like Gmail, Yahoo, Outlook do not already know about your IP. Okay, because your IP is not reputed, it is not into the market since 2 years, 3 years. You got a new IP, so that IP is not a reputed IP. So most likely, all the email clients like Gmail, Yahoo, all these domains will treat your IPs as spam. Okay, whenever you try to send bulk emails with a new IP, they will treat your IP as spam. Why? Because you got a new IP, they do not have this new IP's information in their system. That means they will try to be suspicious with your IP. And when you get a new IP and you send lakhs of emails in a day, that will confirm their suspicion on your IP that you are a spam. So send throttling is a feature in which we divide sends into certain throttles. Suppose you want to send 1 lakh email today. So not at all. You have a data extension of 1 lakh and you want to send it today with a new IP. But you know that sending a large amount of emails in using a new IP is going to create more suspicion on our IP. The clients would, the email clients would mark us as spam. So said they use send, then you will use send throttle in which your 1 lakh population will be divided. Suppose you give how much population you, how much percentage you want to divide. Suppose you want to divide in 1 lakh, you want to divide 10%, and those 10% will be sent each hour or each day or every 6 hours, 8 hours, the time you specify. So the send throttle will divide your data extension, the time of delivery of contracts from your data extension. So for the 10%, first 10% record will receive, suppose, sends now, the next 10% will receive sends after 2 hours, the next 10% will receive after 4 hours. So this throttle has divided the total
Okay.
population and changed the delivery time. But you can see, you can go and try to Google IP, sorry, I, uh, I forgot what I was telling. IP reputation
IP warm up.
SFM. Yeah, IP warm up SFMC. If you write, you will get an article that you can bookmark whenever, because that is important question which will be asked in any interview or whenever you are doing a consulting work for a company. So before implementing the email, sending the emails, you have to implement an account. This is an important question which is being asked every time. So there is an IP warm-up
Okay.
strategy. Salesforce has provided how much email you have to send each hour and how to make your IP reputed. SFMC.
Okay.
So there are a series of steps which Salesforce has provided of some guidelines to make your IP reputed.
Okay.
So they have provided domains. In day 1 to 3, you have to provide this much email. Day 4 to 5, you have to send this much email. For Yahoo, for different vendors, they have provided different throttles. Okay.
Okay.
So
So
in
it's
order,
basically like very first time when we have the marketing cloud account set up, when we need to
right,
build a reputation, then we have to do this. Once we have the reputation, we can do it as in general, right?
must send,
Or
right,
else
must
we.
send, yeah. Or else
So
the new IPs. Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
oh, so basically, when we have a new delivery profile, we'll be having a new IP address set up for that. So when we have a new delivery profile, in order to have this warm up or reputation, we have to send in small these things. Once we have that email sent for a couple of times with that IP address, it will already have the reputation. So then we
Right,
need not follow the basic rules like 20,000 in a day or 30,000 in a day.
right,
Then we
right,
can
right,
have it
right.
in general. Okay.
Right, right. Whenever you get a new IP, then you have to do this. So if you are implementing multiple business units, then for each business units you are maintaining different IPs, because for every country companies try to get a personal IP. So for US they will get US IP, EMEA they will get EMEA IP, India, APAC, for every region they have a dedicated IP. So they will warm up first. Otherwise their emails will be reported as spam and it will be the loss of investment and everything because nobody is going to read your emails.
I get you. Okay, this makes sense. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this filter, this if you enable the send throttle and then when you are trying to, yeah, when you go and try to create a send definition to send an email, then you will get this send throttle option. There you can specify how much emails and in how much time interval you want to send emails. So if you want to
Okay.
enable it and go and try to create a send flow again, try to send an email. At the last page, you will get the send throttling option.
Okay. I will explore this option. Thank you.
Okay. So BCC emails means every email Marketing Cloud is going to send. it will also send a copy to your own email address. If you are going
Okay.
to
That
send, if you have a data extension of 10 lakh, so 10 lakh copy will be sent to your email address as a BCC email.
oh my God.
From
Okay.
from name drop down means the every user you create into Marketing Cloud, every user you create into Marketing Cloud, you can include them as a sender profile. Suppose you are a user,
Okay.
so you can use your credentials as from name. So it is saying you want so whenever you create a sender profile, you get two options: from name drop down, as well as you it is asking to create your custom from name and from address. If you have noticed, you can go and open that sender profile, try to create it and try to create a new sender profile. You will get a from name drop down. Every user available. Yeah, you say choose from list. Yeah, this option. Choose. No, no, no. Yeah, choose from
Okay.
list. This is a from name drop down. So these all are the users. So
Okay.
if you want to use the credentials of a user to to create a sender profile, you can do it. This is the from name drop down.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Like like if you can see here, I do not have five user listed here.
yeah, because
Why is that only few users?
yeah, because when you go and click on any user, you have a checkbox include into from name. Go to users in the setup, click on any user. Yeah, click users, right? You're not having, okay. So you can't see users actually because they have restricted the permissions to view user and create user.
Okay, so behind the user, will be having any option as such?
Right. Um, let me show
Oh,
you.
like you're trying to share the screen, Harshita?
Yeah. Just 1 minute. I'll share my screen. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me share. Okay. You cannot share
Okay.
screen while other presenting. Okay. You stop. You please stop sharing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
stopped.
Okay. Let me know if it is visible. Visible?
Yeah.
Okay. So we went to setup under users. You have two options, roles and users. You can't see users because you don't have access to create users. This is my own account. Okay.
Okay.
So suppose these are the users which are created. These are the usernames which you can see here. You can see
Okay.
on the top right corner. Okay. So suppose if I go to any user, suppose I went to Aaron and I'll show you add to a from name drop down. This
Okay,
option.
I got you.
So if I click that, then
Okay.
this will be treated as a sender profile. You will see that info into drop down menu.
Okay.
Okay.
And is this common that we use this kind of user profile as Scrum Masters to send a specific email for a campaign?
Um, because see when you will in when it depends. Suppose you in your support team, your person wants to try to reach their customers personally. Okay. So instead of a global sender profile, so because when you create an enterprise into Marketing Cloud, when you will implement, so you won't get that from address from gmail.com or yahoo.com. they will contain all the email addresses, all the users' email addresses with their own company's name and brand. Okay. Then if they want to personally reach their customer, like then they can use their email address and name as a from name and from email address. If, it is if they want to send mass emails for promotions, they have different type of sender profiles. But if they want to personally address somebody's query, they can use their from name, their credentials as from name and from address.
Okay, makes sense. Thank you. Okay,
Yeah,
then
now
we can go to okay. We
and
can
just
start
one
with our
more.
actual flow.
Okay, okay. So okay, we'll try to explore more options there, right?
Yeah, like I'll be checking those. Yeah, like we'll go with your flow of the class. I felt like I'm disturbing your flow. We can go with the flow, and if I have any questions in between, I will check those options. And if I have any questions in between, I'll get back to you. I don't want to disturb your flow.
So there are small options. You can try exploring the help documentation, help.salesforce.com. So if suppose you do
Yeah,
not get anything, try a habit to uh, read that documentation, because
sure.
I also don't know plenty of options here. Most well, some of the options. Sorry. So now what we saw, we tried to solve everything about Sendlo. Oh, no worries. So now we will see. Now we will try to see A/B testing. Then we will try to create a triggered send. Okay, for triggered send, we will
Okay.
have to make some API package and configuration. But before that, let's see what is A/B testing. So what is
Okay.
A/B testing? A/B testing is nothing but to check two versions of emails or two versions of subject lines. Okay. Suppose you have a list of or a data extension of 1,000 people, or suppose you have a data extension of 10 lakh people. It's a big data extension, and your company wants to drive open rate, like they want to drive more and more engagement. So what companies do, companies try to create two version of email. Okay. Suppose in version A, they will have the same type of message, but the presentation is different. Into email B, they will also have the same message, but the presentation is different. The color scheme, branding, coding is slight different. Images they have used different. What they want to do, instead before sending to 10 lakh people, they want to test on first 20,000 people. Okay, that if which email is driving more engagement. So suppose out of 10 lakh, they will choose first, they will choose 20,000 people, and for 10,000 they will send version A, and second 10,000 people they will send version B. So now they will set a criteria that whosoever drives more open rate or click rate, you have to choose between open and click. So whoso drives more open, that email will be automatically picked up and will be sent to greater audience. That means 19 lakh 80,000 audience. 20,000 have already sent. Out of 20,000, 10 received email A, 10 received email B. Email B won because it got more engagement rate. Then email will be sent to the rest of the 19 lakh 80,000 people. This is called A/B test. You can test two versions of emails, a single email with two different subject lines. Now go to A/B test. You will be able to understand everything simply by looking there. You understood what I was trying to explain you about A/B
Yeah,
test.
I understand what you're telling. Yeah.
Yeah, now go to
So,
A/B test.
so
Yeah.
okay,
Yes.
create A/B
Say.
test.
Yeah. Give the name of A/B test.
Okay. What is
Okay.
what is that like?
Now, what you want to test as a part of A/B test? Do you want to test subject lines? You have a single email. You want to test two subject lines. Then you can see at the bottom subject line A, subject line B. Okay. So if you want to test two version of subject line, or if you click on email, if you
Oh,
want to
okay.
two version of emails, yeah, click on email.
Okay, so we will be given an option on what to test. It will be
Right,
subject lines, content area also. Okay.
right, right. So choose two emails.
Yeah, we have only one email. Let me pick someone's. Okay.
Right. Click on the yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Right. So now you will get choose a subject line. What subject line you want to choose? You can choose for a single email. You can have two different subject line tests. You can choose pre-header. Pre-header is nothing but a text which is visible along with the subject line when the email is placed. To give suppose you will get a subject line and a small text about your content. Then people will see that
Yeah.
pre-header. Yeah. Give any pre-header. Yeah. Now click on next option. You will get the same send flow to choose the recipients and all. Recipient suppression list, exclusion list.
Okay.
Yeah. So choose the data extension we created.
It's showing only data extension.
Yeah. Yeah. So now so it is asking to divide in, see, you can see at the bottom that lit up. So you have three subscribers in your data extension. So you want to divide how much will receive A, how much will receive B, and how many will be the remainder. Remainder means rest of the
Okay.
population. Okay, so
Okay.
try to
And
select
what is, do we have any best practice to have this uh,
20%.
divided for type A? 20% for the
20%.
first part, right?
Right.
Yes. Okay, 20% email A, 20% email B. No, right? It should be
Yeah.
20% between email A and email B.
Right, right. But it depends how your marketing team wants to go. If you have a large list, 20% is enough. But if you have small list like 1 lakh, 2 lakh, then 20% would be a large number. Okay. So it depends how big is
Okay.
your list. But for list in millions, 20% is the best industry standard.
Okay.
So this is how you
Okay.
define your test. Publication list, suppression list, exclusion list, we already know. Now click on next. You will be deciding winner criteria, how your winners will be declared. What is the criteria you want to keep in order to declare a winner among A or B? Text body center, profile center missing. Okay, so this is a footer check. In footer, we have to include physical mailing address, profile center, and all that is missing. That can you go to setup the same page which you were showing? Yeah, here you can see profile link check. Profile link check the button. Not there, not there. Yeah, profile link check. Just disable this. It is checking if the profile link is present or not. Yeah, click on cross.
Oh,
Yeah. So now you will see how to determine winners. Higher unique open rate or higher unique click rate.
okay.
Okay. So and And the last option, evaluation period, how much time you want to wait to evaluate between A and B, then to send remainder of email. So suppose you send email now, half will 20% will receive A, 20% will receive B. We will have to wait for some days, right? Nobody will be going to
Yeah.
open immediately. So you will give evaluation period. The system will wait for 2 days to declare a winner and then to send to remainders.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And the remainder type, you will have to select first option because we want to send to the winner only. We do not want to have a predictive feature.
What does it mean? The remaining sends will be sent whichever
Whichever
message
message
meets your criteria for
criteria set
okay.
on display.
Second,
Yeah.
remaining sends will be sent to whichever message is best for the subscriber depending on the previous activity for system. Okay, we'll go for the standard because we don't know
Yeah.
what is predictive. Okay, so like while explaining these kind of options, I would request you to tell what is the market standard also, so that I can get more, because I never worked on A/B testing. I'll get to
Okay.
understand the market standard too. So
Okay.
just try to give the market standard, that I'll get some idea which is being used in general or not.
Right. So 24 to 72 hours is the market standard, depends the size of your list. So minimum 1 day
Okay,
and
20.
maximum 3 days. Sorry,
Okay.
yeah, 24 to 72 hours is the minimum evaluation period. So it depends on your list size. If it is above million, then go for 72 hours. If it is short, then you should give at least 1 day to evaluate. To be 2 days would be fine for medium size of list, like 5 lakh
Okay.
subscribers. Yeah, because you'll have to
Okay.
wait, right?
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Now click on next option. You will get the final window to confirm everything. When you want to send immediately or schedule it later, and the sender profile you want to choose. Same thing you do it to send
And basically,
send.
send definition. Yeah, we're setting up send definition here. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So okay. So like once
Now
we
you
finish
can
it,
click
it
on
will.
you can, yeah. Can you expand that
Yes.
send option? And you can see that send option below. Scroll down. Yeah. This is so. Here are also some options. Send multi-part MME. So what this option is, it will send one more email as a text version with your email. Okay. This option is also important. What is multi-part MIME? So some companies uh, do not have restrictions, like they block images and everything. They only display the text. So if you click on this send multi-part MME, then if that company does not support multimedia emails like graphics, huge lot of images, most of the companies don't display images by default into Outlook, right? So with
Yes.
when this option is enabled, a text version will also be sent. Okay.
So I
So
didn't
if
get
that
it. So
has a
basically, so there will be some companies where they will not allow to display the images automatically, and we need to go right click and send and click on
right,
display images to display the images. So
right.
I understand that concept. By checking this particular checkbox, what are we setting up or what are we enabling, and how does it help?
Yeah, so it sends a text version as well. Text version of
Okay,
your
so
email.
it will be sending two versions of emails of the same email. One would be rich text with the
Right.
images, and one would be text email. So checking this up will send
Two
two
versions of email.
emails.
Yeah. Which one is supported, it will get placed. If multimedia is blocked, then automatically text version will be placed in the inbox. Text,
So the
yeah,
two emails will be sent, but whichever is supported by the target system, only that
right.
email will be received by the system, and the remaining one will be suppressed. Okay.
Right. Right. It is also helpful when you have a low internet connectivity and you are not able to load multimedia email. Then you can see a text version. So you have seen every app creates a light version as well, uh, with which gets loaded into minimum configurations inside a phone.
Yes.
This is a light version
Yes.
of email. Okay, so
Okay.
the main purpose is that nobody should miss the content you send. If they have any issues with their network or mobile or capacity, then they should always see a text version, because text version easily renders inside an inbox. To download an image and everything, you will require nice internet connectivity.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, so this was the main option here I wanted to share with you. It got stuck in my mind. That's all. Now you can click on finish option.
Okay. So track this email with this email links with the email means we will be when we
Able
are
to
checking the
track.
tracking, then we will be track the links. Okay. And suppress
You
the
will
sends
get,
from the report.
yeah. If you do not want to pull a report of this send, you can suppress the send from a report.
Okay. And what is
And
this last option? Enable send
send
logging
logging.
to a data extension.
Send logging means it will log this send as a it will log this send, like the job ID of this send, into a data extension. So suppose you have created a data
We would
extension.
need that, right?
Yes, yes. So we have a different type of data extension called send log data extension
Yes.
that you
Yes.
create. Yeah. So if you want to, then you have to create a sendlog data extension. So go to data extension. I was about to tell you, but when we create triggered send, this and that has the same concept. Go and create any data
So
extension. It is not a normal
okay.
data extension. It is created from template. There is a sendlog
Yeah.
template.
I
Yes,
understand that. But my question was like, my understanding was this Zenlog data extension will be there by default for every business unit. But you
right.
say that it will not be there. We need to create it, right?
See, sendlog data extension is, you will have to create only one sendlog data extension for every business unit. Okay, and how you
Okay.
create,
So,
I will show you. It has to be created. It
okay.
does not. The feature is present by default, but data extension is not present.
Okay. I thought it would be there by default, but now I
No,
understand that it's not there by default. We need to
default.
create it for
Right,
every business unit very initially when the system is
right,
being
right,
configured.
right.
Okay.
So click on create standard data extension. Click on OK. Now you will see first option. Yeah, template. You will see send log.
Okay. So
Right,
we do have different type of.
different type.
I know trigger
Not
send one.
triggered send.
I
Right.
I know trigger send. I know
Yeah.
send log.
Yeah.
And I know some tracking thing. It's not there here, and one
These are the
tracking
custom.
type will be there.
Right. We can create
Okay.
our own
Okay.
custom template and save as a template, so that in order
Okay.
if
But
we
then
uh,
in standard we'll be having trigger send,
trigger send
send log,
smart
and one
capture.
more tracking type of data extension, right?
Yeah, smart capture also you will have cloud based data extension that is not available here. I don't know. But the main is send log and triggered send.
Okay.
Yeah. So suppose you created two send logs, then the send log feature won't work in your system. You have to check for
Okay.
every business unit. You have to create only one send log. Otherwise, it won't log any send. This is a nice feature
Got you.
because you want to keep track of every send which is happening from your account. But we have a other
Yeah, that is
way.
a man.
Yeah,
You're saying something? We have another way of tracking. What is that?
yeah. We have other way of creating logs that we will see when we will study automation SQL. In SQL, we have data views. So I will let you know
Okay.
what all, but in when we'll cover automation, then we will cover that. But you understood about A/B testing?
Yes, I understood about the A/B testing. So,
Yeah,
like we'll be given, so we'll be picking, like we will be allowing the system to pick whichever is the winner from the given criteria, and then it will
right,
send out the emails accordingly. So, but
right,
these kind of A/B testing is possible only if we are doing a manual send, not
right,
with
right.
Journey Builder or all these things.
So
When
in
we are
Journey
doing a
Builder, we
manual
have a
send to check
feature.
the,
In Journey Builder, we have a feature we called Path Optimizer. So when you are
oh,
doing
path
manual,
optimize.
yeah, you did you hear about this earlier or?
No, path optimizer, I heard it, but I never used it.
Yeah, so Path Optimizer is the A/B test feature in Journey Builder, but it does not have all the capabilities. It has only one capability. It can differentiate between two emails only. If you want to check between two different subject lines, content areas, from names, or A/B test has more options, but there you can only check with emails, which email is best performing.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll show you when we cover Journey Builder everything.
okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
so
Yeah, and yeah.
yeah. So now, so A/B testing is over, right? So now we will try to see triggered send. So we have for now you already have an idea about triggered send, like it is triggered by API. So we have seen all type of normal sends which we trigger, which we go manually. But Marketing Cloud is a marketing automation platform. So we will have to build an automation to trigger each and every emails and all. Nobody is going to send them manually. Only few emails you are going to send it manually, like weekly promotions, offers. But most of the activity will be performed automatically. So suppose you received a sign up on your website, that should trigger a thank you message. Okay, that should trigger a thank you
Mm-hmm.
message. So you get that sign up response. Thank you for signing up into 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, so that is called as triggered send. When an event occurred, the next best action took place. In our case, the event occurred is sign up event has occurred. The next best action is we have sent the thank you email. So we will try to create triggered sends, but before creating triggered send, we will have to configure our API package. We will have to see how we interact with Marketing Cloud via APIs. Like you interact with Marketing Cloud using credentials, your username and password. We will try to see how to interact programmatically. So now let's try to create an API package first. Let's go to setup, go to feature settings, or I don't remember that exactly. But yeah, feature setting. No, not feature setting. Sorry, apps, and you can see installed package. Yeah, click on install package. You must have heard about client ID, client secret. Let's try to create it now, and then we will see. Click on new option, give details of the API package. Right, now click on add components. At the bottom, you can see add component. Yeah, add component. Now we want to have server to server integration because we will be using Postman. Yeah, click on API integration, then click on next option. You will be asked which type of integration, that is server to server integration. Yeah, click on next option. Now here you will give the API permissions, what all permissions your API can have. So check all the check boxes because we are going to see pretty much everything via API. We want to, yeah, all the above channels as well. Check it, check everything there.
Why don't you select all options?
Yeah.
And like I heard that Marketing Cloud will not have any sandbox. So I'm not sure how you got the sandbox. But I'm just trying to understand how we can get sandbox in future if we want any. Is there any
You
way that
can't.
I can create a sandbox?
No, you can't create a sandbox. That is the account provided by my company. I work for
Okay,
multiple
but
companies. Yeah. You don't have a concept of sandbox here. You create a new business unit and try to use it as a sandbox. You know how
yeah,
to.
but like
Yeah.
yeah, I know how to create the business unit, but like I'm trying to understand how you and Zarentech were able to create these units to get it.
I didn't get.
So yeah,
Say,
like you just shared the screen and showed me that you have a business unit that you can practice or do. It's a testing, right? I'm trying
right.
to understand, were you able to get it somewhere, or is your company's
No, no, my company provided.
or
You can get from Salesforce, but I think they will charge. So,
okay,
yeah. So this is the API package we have created. You can see client ID and client secrets. This is the API username and password. Uh, you can see, yeah,
yes,
client ID, client secret. So this credentials you have to use. You have API based URL. You have a authentication based URL. Now, whenever you hit an API call, you cannot directly hit. You will hit to this
yeah,
authentication based URL. It will return an access token. With that access
yeah,
token, you can use REST or SOAP API call. You know, right?
yes, I understand this.
Yeah. And below are the scope. So now let's try to. Uh, can I share you a PDF? Let's try to. That is a detailed PDF on how we create triggered sends. Okay.
Okay, okay. So
Can you give me
you
your?
are sharing on the forum. Okay.
No,
My email address
I
is,
will give. I will give. Yeah, just 1 minute. Uh,
you can share it on the forum which we have, the discussion
yeah,
board.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
I
let me
can
let.
pick it from there.
Right, right. Let me see. So this PDF you can keep it handy all time. This will give you a brief how to create a triggered send. We have the same steps. You have to use the same steps every time you go and create the triggered send. So I'll ping into discussion board.
Okay,
Yeah. This is the triggered send guide. You can keep it with you.
okay. Let me download it.
You will try to follow the all the steps highlighted here step by step. But you have Postman.
Yes, I have posted.
Yeah. So this we saw we have to create triggered send from triggered send template, data extension from template, then go to interaction, click on new triggered send, assign all the options you have. At the last, you will see the API which is used to trigger triggered send from Postman. These all options are the send definition of triggered send.
Okay,
This is the Postman uh, thing which you have to do. So if you follow this, uh, you can do it when you have time. So everything is clear here. You just have to follow the steps, and you will be able to create a triggered send.
okay. So yeah, triggers and I'm pretty much handy with it because I like for the bank I have configured all the service emails.
Yeah.
will go as a part of this trigger send. So I'm pretty much okay with the trigger send.
Nice.
Yeah, this part of having this syntax, this raw JSON, that part would be tricky because there will be something or the other syntax error when we do this. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So this is like this is the part which we do to have the email being configured on the marketing cloud side, right? But there should be a source which calls this API. How are we dealing that having?
Right. It should call the triggered send external key. What is triggered send external key? When you create a triggered send, you will get an external key. So this API, with this API, they have to call that triggered send external key. That's all. Only configuration part is done from our end, and we will provide details to them, and they will configure API.
Yeah, I understand that they will, but in our case, for testing, who will call that API?
You have to do dummy call from Postman.
Okay.
You have this option. This is a Postman. Okay. You have to use this.
Yeah, we'll be doing a dummy call.
Right, right. But you have to get a system in order to integrate. Like you should have a website or a mobile app from where you will get events for a triggered send.
Okay, so for now we'll be using the Postman for creating the dummy calls for the trigger send to understand it. Okay, makes sense.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'll check this out, and I am like pretty much handy with this, so this should be.
Okay.
I think I have the Postman access also. Yeah, I have the Postman access too. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
So this all covers your email studio. And yesterday we tried to create SMS. I don't know why it didn't show up, but if it is not working, then I can show you into my account, the one which I have. The same process is working fine. Let's try go to content builder. We created an email studio. We created email. In content builder, we created an SMS.
We created only one of it. I'm not sure where we created the SMS. Is it different studio or?
No, actually, this is the studio where we go and create. You can create. You can copy the code from there, and you can. I think we didn't save that actually. We were trying to generate preview, but it didn't get saved. Or maybe it is into a different folder, which you are not able to locate.
SMS message, right?
Try to preview the entire code. Let's see if the preview is generating or not. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Today is displaying its display. Yesterday it was not.
Yeah, that must be any issue. But this is how we go in. So we can remove all the HTML part.
And we wanted to remove the image source also, right?
Right. Because those are not supported.
And if
And if should be there because M script, if image
Yeah.
empty, yeah, and if I think we should remove because we are not providing images, it is only text based.
Okay. Set image. We need to remove the image part also, or
Yes, yes, yes.
okay. Apart from that, everything. Image. Okay. This is good, right?
Yeah, yeah. Save it first and then preview it.
Okay.
So this is how you create SMS. So before that, I want to make you aware of brief concepts about Mobile Studio. If I can share my
Yeah.
screen and I can, okay, I'll quickly
Let me
walk them.
stop sharing.
I have a PPT which I prepared. So why there is a mobile? Are you able to see my screen, right?
Yes. But it's blank actually.
Okay. Let me know if it is
Yeah.
visible. Visible?
It's visible, but it says you're using Harsh's screen, but yeah, I can see it now.
You can see it entirely, right? So
Yeah.
we will see what is Mobile Studio. So we can leave this number part. So see what are the drawbacks of email? Let's start with there with that. Though emails will give you a, a facility to provide detailed message, but emails is but hardly people open any email. You get plenty of emails on daily inside your inbox, and hardly you open two, three, or at least at most 10 emails a day. So there is very less open rate which is expected from emails. So the industry standard of a nice open rate for email is only 2%. So industry also understands that only 2% open emails open will be, will be driving opens. If it exceeds 2.5, it exceeds 3% for you, that means you are performing really good with email. But mobile has 90% of 98% of open rate. So every SMS, MMS, or push message, or any message on your WhatsApp by a particular company you get, most of the times you won't clear it without seeing that message. You at least you will see that message before clearing it. Sometime it happens 2 or 3% of time that you will miss that SMS or any message, but most of the time you will see that message. So as a mobile studio drives more a great more engagement than email. So SMS are of three types. Like mobile, in mobile studio we can send three type of communications. First is group connect. Group connect, like connecting your messenger, Facebook Messenger, Line app, Facebook Messenger, Line app, WhatsApp, all the messaging apps you have, you can connect with Marketing Cloud. That is called as Group Connect. The second thing is Mobile Connect. The second
Can
way
you
you can,
1 minute? So what is Group Connect? Can you please elaborate it?
yeah,
Group Connect.
Group Connect is nothing but connecting a messaging app like Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, Line Message, WeChat. These are the messaging apps, instant messaging apps, right? So you can connect with Group Connect feature of Marketing Cloud Mobile Studio. It is actually a feature in which you will be able to connect messaging apps like Facebook Messenger, Line, WhatsApp. These are all the messaging apps. So you
Okay.
can, yeah, it is a
Okay.
feature. Similarly, we have another feature,
Okay.
Mobile Connect, like SMS and MMS, short messages and multimedia messages you can send using Mobile Connect. And Mobile Push, the third feature, you can create push notifications and send to your customers. So three type of features we have. Group Connect, Mobile Connect, and Mobile Push. Group Connect will be used
So,
through, yeah,
just a small question. This mobile connect, I understand that we'll be sending us a SMS or MMS message,
right,
and push mobile push. I understand that we'll be sending you push notifications to the mobile number, and they can check it
right,
out. But for the
right,
group connect,
yeah,
we need to integrate with the WhatsApps, and we'll be sending
right,
WhatsApp messages and Facebook
right,
messages
right,
in the messengers. Oh,
right,
okay.
right. Right. So these some apps you can create, you can connect, like Facebook Messenger has a direct integration. You have to get the paid API of Facebook Messenger. Similarly, WhatsApp also has introduced a connection with Marketing Cloud with a paid API. That license and API you have to purchase. Similarly, for China, we have Line app, which has a paid API. You can connect. So all these paid APIs you will be able to get with from the account executive of your account, of your Salesforce account. So Group Connect,
Okay.
and for mobile push, you must have an Android and iOS app. The setting is easy. See, sending SMS is easy. The setting you have to configure. For mobile push, you must have an Android or iOS app. You must have App Store developer license, or Android stores developer license and all, then you will be able to connect your app with mobile push. We and for mobile connect, we will have to send SMS and MMS. Then you will have to have a mobile number registered. In email, like we create sender profile, send name, from name, and from email. From email, we can use a public domain like gmail.com, yahoo.com, but no phone number is available freely. You will have to get a country specific code. For US, you have to have a separate phone number. For UK, you have to have a separate phone number integrated with Marketing Cloud. That also you will be getting from your account executive. So for Mobile Studio, you cannot test it freely, though you can test the features, but you must be having an app or Facebook paid API, WhatsApp paid API, or at least a US, UK registered telecom phone number, not your normal phone number. That this as sending SMS and MMS, you will get a different phone number. We call it as short code or long code. We will see in future, but let's try to jump. Uh, this is the PPT which shows it drives 98% of open rate SMS. Let's skip this part. So how SMS works? Uh, you create SMS in Salesforce Marketing Cloud. You send SMS from Salesforce. The message is sent to aggregator. Aggregator is a centralized system which receives all sort of SMS from Marketing Cloud. So that aggregator, based on the phone number which you require aggregator to send SMS, based on phone number it will identify the service provider. If it is AT&T, then it will route to AT&T carrier. If it is T-Mobile, it will route to T-Mobile, and then from T-Mobile or AT&T carriers, it is placed in subscribers inbox. So Marketing Cloud will send SMS to aggregator. Aggregator will take care of everything. It will identify which service phone number is it. It will route to appropriate carrier, and carrier will route to subscriber's phone number. So this is basically the flow of SMS and Marketing Cloud. So in SMS, we can create SMS as well as
Uh,
MMS. Sorry, yeah.
a small question. Yeah, so like since it is past, I'm not able to take the notes. By any chance, can you send me this PPT so that I'll have it handy?
So this is how SMS works. What is difference between SMS and MMS? SMS are the short messages, MMS are the multimedia messages. MMS only works in US. No other country use MMS. But SMS is used globally. So SMS has a character limit of 160. So if you exceed a single SMS with 160 character limit, that message will be sent as a separate SMS. It will not be clubbed into the same SMS. Okay. So you to
Okay.
set a single SMS should have at most 160 characters. MMS you can include multimedia messages and all. What is SMS codes? I told you you will have to get a phone number, a special phone number assigned in order to send SMS. So those phone numbers are short codes and long codes. So for domestic, suppose you only want to send it to US or your own country, go for short code. If you want to send international SMS, like from India you want to send UK, from UK you want to send to Canada or Australia, then that is an international send. We go for a long code. So short code are 4 to 6 digit numbers like T hyphen 4x5z. This is a short code. So you must be receiving SMS from these codes, and long code like +1, your normal phone number. Okay, that is used for
Okay.
international send. So two type of codes we have for SMS: short code and long code. Now, what is blackout window? A blackout window is a window in which you do not want to send SMS to your subscribers. So we can't send SMS to a subscriber at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. because it is not like email that it will slightly silently sit in your inbox. It will ring your inbox, it will ring your phone. So we should not send after business hours, like before 8 a.m. and after a.m. So we can define a blackout window in which we will restrict system to send SMS until and unless customer himself has requested for an SMS. Okay, like transactional SMS do not follow blackout. Here also we have commercial and transactional concept like we have into email studio. Transactional SMS, like user went and withdraw some amount or has performed any transaction, they must get SMS. But for commercial SMS, you can create a blackout window which will restrict system to send SMS at that time. We will see how to create blackout window, but for your concept, keep it in your mind. So this feature prevents you to send SMS at inopportune time. A common example of blackout window is night and weekends. So if you do not want to send it on nights and weekends, you can create blackout window. Now, what is a keyword? So, so suppose you send SMS. Suppose every bank has a system has such a process in which you can request balance by just typing BAL keyword and sending to a certain phone number, or you can check anything by just typing few keywords. So that is a keyword you define in which you will allow your customers to interact with you. Suppose BAL, opt in, opt out, get help. So these all are the keywords you can define. So whenever you receive any SMS, any response back from your customer, you sent an SMS to me, I replied back like like more information or help me or opt in, then your system can automatically take the next best action. If I requested BAL, suppose I want to get my balance, if I requested BAL, the system should send the updated balance. these these all are the these are all things you these all keywords you can create in which you will make your customers interact with you. So the common example of keywords, now there are custom keywords and default keywords. Default keywords are stop, quit, cancel, and unsubscribe. So whenever you get reply with these keywords, the subscriber will get unsubscribed, like stop, quit, cancel, and unsubscribe. So if you receive stop, quit, these are called global stop keywords and are available by default. If these words occur before the first space in a message, the user is immediately unsubscribed from all keywords associated with that code. So these are the default keywords. Your customers can reply to your mobile communication and they will get unsubscribed. From the, like we had all subscribers into email studio, the same concept is available within mobile studio. So that also maintains the status. So that will get unsubscribed. You can create custom keywords like I told you, BAL to check balance, or based on your business requirement, you can create custom keywords and take next best actions. But for default keywords, you have only unsubscribe keywords like stop, quit, cancel, and unsubscribe. If you get message from these keywords, the subscriber will automatically get unsubscribed. And what are
Okay.
GSM? Yeah, what are GSM? There are two type of characters supported, GSM and non-GSM. You must be knowing about Latin words, like we have A, B, on B we have double dot. These are the Latin words and the normal English words. So both it supports both GSM and non-GSM keywords. The maximum length of an SMS is 160, uh, but it should start from 70 to 160. That's all. If you send more than 160 keyword, it will be clubbed into a different SMS altogether. So this was about
Okay.
GSM and non-GSM. Like it can support Latin and non-Latin keywords. SMS templates, like we have email studio templates, we have SMS templates. Suppose you only want to send outbound message, like you only want to send message but are not expecting to receive any reply. Then you can use outbound template. Suppose you want to get opt-ins from your customers. When you send message to them, they can reply. Suppose you want to opt in for a particular service, you will send SMS to a customer and ask them to reply back with opt-in keyword so that they get subscribed for your communication. Then that is a two-way communication, both inbound and outbound. Then you have a different template, mobile opt-in. Suppose similarly we have email opt-in. We have send email. Whenever you get any response, you will be able to send emails, vote survey templates, text response templates, media response templates. So these are the templates which we are going to see into Mobile Studio while creating SMS configurations. Now, SMS use cases, I told you we have all type of use cases which we have into email. We have transactional, promotional, and personalized. Transactional is a two-way or one-way, like your gate for flight number 123 has changed. So whenever there is an event, a transactional SMS will be sent. Balance alert, you are $50 in your checking account. You have an appointment on Tuesday 9:30 a.m. Reply Y to confirm. So these are the event-based messages, transactional messages. Promotional messages, like take an extra 40% off, learn more about Marketing Cloud app, text app to 38767 to download the Marketing Cloud app. So these are the promotional messages you send. And you can create personalized messages, like we used mscript address as SMS with first name, last name. So the same use case we have in email, we have into SMS. Now, what is a prerequisite to send an SMS? Your data extension should contain a subscriber key field. Like that means a primary key field with a subscriber key value, unique value. It should contain a mobile number with phone data type. We have already created this.
Okay.
It should contain a
Yeah.
local country field as well, because if you do not save local field, SMS won't send. In local field, you have to specify which country you are sending SMS to. These three are the required options before sending email. Similarly, B must be sendable. Okay, contains only one phone field. You should not contain multiple phone fields. Like we should not contain multiple email address fields. We should not contain multiple phone fields. We should contain only one local field to store country codes and use subscriber key for the send relationship. That means you have to follow the same concept we saw into Email Studio. And now it is all about SMS. We will try to create SMS data extension that we already created. Well, the first time we created data extension, we included phone number, I guess, or not.
Yes, phone number and local. We
Right. We,
included
we
both.
created create SMS in content builder. We have already created it. We will try to send SMS. Now you can share your screen and let's see how to send an SMS. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to Mobile Studio. Yeah, Mobile Studio. Yeah, Mobile Connect, because we want to send SMS. Yeah, go to Mobile Connect.
Okay. Mobile push is push notifications. Group connect is WhatsApp. Mobile connect is mobile messages. Okay.
Right. You won't be able to send because they don't have anything configured like phone number, short code, long code, but you can check the configuration. So the same thing you have to do, like you do in Email Studio, go and create message. We have already created message. We will be using the same message. So go and create a SMS definition by clicking on create message option top right corner. Yeah, click
Yeah,
on create.
already. created a message, right? We already created a message.
Right, we will select the same message, but there is a catch.
Okay.
I will show you. Get started. Yeah, select outbound template because we only want to send promotional. We do
Outbound.
not. Yeah, these are the
Okay.
templates.
This is the text responses, mobile opt-in and email opt-in. Okay. This is single way, this is double way, and this is we
Right,
need to check for the opt-in so that we can have it subscribed on our side.
right,
Okay.
right. You have to create a keyword in case of mobile opt-in. I will show you. Now specify any name there, any message name. Yeah. Now select the short code, long code, which I think you don't have provisioned there, so you won't be able to select. Now click on next. So now the send method is schedule API trigger automation. Either way you can use. We haven't learned automation, that we will skip for now. API trigger, we have created API package. This SMS will have an external key. We have a dedicated API to trigger an SMS. If you look into the API documentation, you will get the parameters you have to pass in order to trigger this SMS. And that is a triggered SMS, API trigger, and that is a schedule SMS. If you want to send it manually, go for schedule SMS. Now click on next option. Yeah, select the code. So we don't have code. So we won't be able to proceed further. But the similar way you will see that select audience option on the top. There you will be able to select data extension, define content. In content, you will be able to define the SMS which you have created and schedule and active. The same way you do, like you send emails, you will be able to send SMS.
They should be giving the access, right? We paid for the full access. They told that all the studios will be available. For practice purpose, I should be like, it's not just an theory class, right? I should be able to practice it. If they are not providing me the access, how does it help me to have the, like
Because
once you say that I have to practice it?
because short code and long code, I think it will cost a lot because we have to suppose you have to get a AT&T short code or long code, or if in India we have to get India-based short code and long code, that will cost them a lot. That is why I don't think in demo account they will be providing this short code and long code. And if you send SMS, that will also charge you. So there is a separate billing structure. That is why I don't think they have included this.
Okay. Okay.
But
I
I
just
can
wanted
show
to
you.
check if I do. Yeah, if you can show me, at least I would have some. Yeah, I'm having sandbox access, but I'm not sure about the mobile studio. I do have the email studio for sure. That's what I just wanted to check now. Uh,
Okay, I'll come in 2 minutes. Okay, try to
yeah.
check. You have that access?
No, I checked out. I don't have Mobile Studio access in my sandbox. It's only Email Studio.
No worries. I will share my screen and I'll show into the account I have just for your knowledge. Okay. Okay.
Yes, I'm able to see it.
Yeah. So we'll go to Mobile Studio and Mobile Connect. Just understand what all we have here. The same process will follow. Will here the create button will be enabled. The same window. It is very simple. Even if you don't have that, but there is no rich concept in SMS that we have in Email Studio. So we'll go and click on create message the same way you did.
So you say that once we know the Email Studio, the SMS part, once I go to the PPT which you send, PPT which you send, that should be okay for me to build anything.
So that PPT has only those slides which I taught you. I'll share with you. Outbound. See, sending anything, we understood data model. We understood what all are the basic requirements. You have to play with the data model. The sending part is very easy. Okay, message name
Yeah.
like X, Y, Z. Select short code, long code. So here I have few numbers available for me. Like for New Zealand, we have this. Australia, we have this. This is not New Zealand. I don't know which country is this. US, we have this. For Britain, we have the code with GB. So let's suppose we selected US. Okay, we have selected the short code. Now send method is schedule API trigger. You will get the API. You can trigger it via Postman. We'll see some examples, but you already know how to trigger send, and the same example I will be showing. So we'll click on schedule, click on next option. You will be asked to select the audience. So you will you yeah, you will be asked to select. So similar to that, we have contact list here, SMS list, the same type of list we had into Email Studio. We have the same contact list, or you can choose from the data extension available. So it will again open the same window which you saw into email. You select the data extension, target excluded and everything. But that data extension should contain a phone number and local field as a prerequisite. And I don't know which data extension has that field. These are not created by me actually. So it is hard to get.
So is it a sandbox specific to your company?
This yeah, yeah, this is the company which I work for.
Okay.
But there is there is no data extension. Let me go and create it. Yeah, so see, we have one SMS data extension already available.
Okay.
Yeah, we have this. We will drag and drop to target. Similar to what we do into email, click on next option. send only to contacts who are subscribed currently, and sell on all contacts to a keyword. We haven't defined any keywords, so we will skip this part. We will send to all active subscribers. These two information we
Okay.
have to choose from all active subscribers or all the subscribers who have opted in with a particular keyword. And you can define you can define different keywords. So let's choose this option, click on continue. And here you will get to write your SMS. Happened. Okay, this window took time to load. So we have selected audience. Here you will write your SMS. See, here you will write your SMS. So this dialog box does not generate a preview of M script. I wrote hi, it generated a preview here. Like we saw preview there. But if we write any dynamic content like first name %%, this won't generate a preview. You will get an error here. Mobile Connect cannot generate a preview using personalization string and M script. So here you won't be able to
Okay.
generate preview. If you try to
Oh,
if you want to generate a preview, go to content builder and create and generate preview there, like we did. If it is
okay.
generating preview correctly, just copy and paste the code here. But here the preview
Okay.
is window is not integrated. But the code will work when you send. So you just define the SMS you want to send, click on OK option. Okay, that's all. You
Okay.
click on next option. If you want to schedule it immediately or for future, if I want to schedule it immediately, and I will click on send button. SMS send date you have selected is unavailable due to blackout window. I have set up a blackout window. So I told you about blackout window, right? You can restrict,
Yeah.
and so that blackout window you will be finding into administration section. Let me go and show you the admin part as well. If I go to administration, so into administration, you will see this blackout window 8 p.m. to 6 p.m. I will go and I will disable this blackout window. This time you can set in which you won't be able to send SMS. Here you will see all the short codes and long codes configured. These you cannot configure by your own. You have to purchase the license and Salesforce will configure them for on your behalf. This is something
Okay.
Salesforce will configure and provide. So in mobile connect as a administration part, you have blackout window, you have short codes and long codes, you have from name. What from name and from address you want to use for SMS. Okay, you can like you select from
Okay.
name for email, you can select from name here. This from name will be
Okay.
used to send whenever customer will receive SMS, they will get this company name. Similar to that, you can define header and footer. You cannot define any HTML header and footer, but at last, suppose you want to add a header, thank you for thank you for contacting us. Similarly, you can define a footer as well. Keep visiting again. This way you select header and you create header and footer. These header and footer you can select while sending SMS. So now we have turned off the blackout window. We already have short and long codes configured. we will go there and we'll try to send that SMS again. Actually, we'll have to reconfigure this. Here you will see from name. We just created demo. You can have any other from name as well. You can keep the phone number as well as the from name, or you can have any other from name. Click on schedule option. Click on next. Here you will be able to find that data extension. Now I lost which data extension was there. Okay, I'll drag it. Next option, I will send to the to the subscribed contacts. Take some time to load. Okay, here I will define my SMS content and I'll click on next option. I will send it immediately and I'll click on send button and confirm. So this is how the SMS will be sent and the tracking will be seen here. This is the tracking. Like we have job ID created while we send email, a tracking with SMS name you define will be generated. So if this SMS is sent, you will be able to see how many people have been delivered that SMS, how many people have opened that SMS.
Okay.
This is what we have into Mobile Connect. Mobile push and mobile group connect, we can't really test because we don't have any integration. Same options are available
Got
there
it.
as yeah. So now we have studied about SMS. You can try to explore group connect and all. You won't find any new option there. This is the only option available. So we have created email, we have created mobile. Now we have a requirement to send both together, right? As soon as we get an
Mm.
invoice purchase on our website, we have a scenario where we want to send emails and mobile message together. So now we will see about Automation Studio and Journey Builder in our next class. And you can
Okay.
try to implement that PDF if you want. If else, if you already know the triggered send concept, we will
Okay.
yeah. So we will meet on Monday, right?
Thank you for attending the session. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Also feel free to ask your questions in the comment section below, and we will reply to them at the earliest.